Hi, and welcome to another one of my whiskey reviews. Tonight is a little bit different. Recently I attended the London Whisky Club tasting of Loch Lomond Whiskies, and in front of me are three of those whiskies that we tried recently at the club evening. I got a chance to bring them back with me and review them on camera for you, and tonight is going to be a little bit different. First off, I'm going to try each of the whiskies in three different videos, and I'm just going to nose and taste them and tell you about the whiskies. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you a bit about the distillery. So Loch Lomond Whiskies were originally producing on the site of Loch Lomond, the north of the loch, in 1814. But due to poor record keeping, that distillery closed down a long time ago, but nobody knows quite when. However, the current Loch Lomond distillery was founded in 1964 by the former owners of the Little Mill distillery, and the first distillation was back in 1966. However, in 1984, that distillery closed and it was reopened in 1987. Grain whisky production began in 1993, and at that time it was the only distillery in Scotland producing both malt and grain whiskies. It's also one of only 4 distilleries that has a cooperage on site. In front of me I have the single grain, the 12-year-old and the 1992 inch moan. I'll start off by reviewing the single grain. Let's start off by pouring a dram. It has an unusual dark bottle. You can't actually see through it. Let's have a look at the whiskey. So this has got quite a light colour to it, almost like a pale straw. Let's see what it's like on the nose. Right, so immediately I'm getting hints of creamy vanilla, caramel. I'm getting some sort of acetone, sort of alcohol vapour. Almost get a hint of aniseed and citrus. This particular whiskey is bottled at 46%. Right, let's give it a taste. It's quite light and grainy. There's some alcohol vapour. This particular whiskey is all malted barley. It's made in a continuous still. So this particular whiskey is technically a single malt, but according to the Scotch Whisky Association can't be called that because it's not made in a pot still. So a bit like the Nika coffee malt, it is made like a grain whisky, but it has all the ingredients for a single malt. It's a little bit spicy and peppery. There's not too much dryness on the finish. It is a little bit dry. It's got quite a short finish though. Let's give it another go on the palate. Pick up a hint of ginger, a hint of lemon. It is a little bit spicy though, and I'm going to add a little bit of water. There's definitely a malty cereal note on the nose coming out now. A little bit more creamy on the nose as well. A little bit more vanilla and butter on the palate. A little bit clingy on the palate as well. It's definitely got a short finish, but there's a bit of peppery spice there that lingers. I would say that it's quite a simple whiskey, but it's I wouldn't say it's very complex. There's not much in terms of flavours there, and the finish is quite simple, but I quite like that spicy peppery finish. It's quite a nice kick to it. It's not the most exciting whiskies, but it's this particular one's probably good for starting an evening with, or maybe mixing it into a cocktail. It's like a grain whiskey, but with a bit of a kick to it. Definitely one to watch out for. Sláinte.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.